Alright, let's get this out of the way. I'm just going to do my customary greeting to you fucking dickheads. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's get down to business. How to fix the Akuma problem. I could literally explain, that's an easy fix. I could literally explain it to you guys in seconds. But before I do that, you have to understand a couple things about Tekken before I can explain it and you would get it. So what we're going to do is there are some unwritten rules. There's some invisible unwritten rules about the design of the game and the design of moves in the game. I'm going to show it to you. This will not only help, which is, and this is something else that you guys can. This is something else that you guys can use. It isn't just for showing how to fix the Akuma problem. This is also something. If you know this, if you know the basic design of what makes Tekken balanced and what makes their like moves balanced and stuff like that, you can actually use this. I've actually used this kind of this information. Like, let's say you run into a character that you haven't labbed yet. If you know the basic design and the basic unwritten rules that Tekken have set up, you can actually use that information when you're fighting somebody that you're not used to, that you haven't labbed yet. You can use that information and figure things out of how to defeat them on the spot without labbing them, if you know basic rules that you can adapt to real quickly. But we're just going to jump right into it. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to go quickly over some of the unwritten basic rules of Tekken and what makes the game so balanced, and the basic unwritten rules of the design of moves in the game. Like the original Snake Edge from Brian, right? It's a low that does a full launcher. Alright, so you got a low that does a full launcher. So why don't you see this ever in tournaments? Everybody knows the answer. You can see it coming. You can block it on reaction, and it's launch punishable. Right? So, if a move is usually heavy hitting launcher, it usually moves slower. It's all about risk reward, right? If a move is a heavy hit launcher, it's usually a little bit slower, and you usually could punish it. It's usually just, risk reward. Or but you can't have nothing but unsafe moves in the game, right? So what they do to balance this out is usually have moves that counter hit launch. Like Brian's Wall Rising. His Wall Rising 3, right? This on regular hit, it only takes off, what is that? 14 damage. And you can't launch it. But what you can do, you can punish it. Well, hold on. Well, maybe you can't. You can punish it, but you don't get that big. You don't get that big of a reward. So it's a risk reward. It's a smaller risk. You only get a launcher on counter hit if these guys are pressing buttons. It doesn't take off much if it hits. But if you do get it, it's just, it balances out. High risk, high reward, medium risk, medium reward. And then you got things like his like this, right? Now it's relatively safe. But what makes it balance is it's a high. So you can duck it. And then, of course, you got pokes. Right? It's low risk. But if you're the other person, you're never helpless in Tekken. Why? You're never helpless in Tekken because you got a low parry. But the thing about a low parry is the damage is scaled down, right? So it's still low risk. It's a lower risk for this person to do like pokes, and also like everybody's got a dick jab, right? But that's also, you can low parry a dick jab. I mean, that's a low risk medium, right? And what that does, because you can low parry it, what that does, it will stop somebody from doing that shit. Okay? And that has been, the dick jab and low poke is, it's a low risk medium, it's a low risk medium 50-50 mix up that has been nerfed across the board between every Tekken character, right? And so everybody could low parry them. But to keep it low risk, low reward, you can low parry it, but a low parry juggle is scaled down, so it's still a low risk, low reward. All right? So it's still kind of safe even if you get punished for it. So basically, in quick summary, the design of the game is high risk, high reward, and medium risk, medium reward, low risk, low reward. And usually when it comes to low risk, low reward, like most launchers fall in that category of there's usually a way to punish it to where the other person can get a launcher. Like Brian's both kick buttons. Even though that's safe, you can sidestep it and you can launch them if you get your timing right, right? Or even Kazuya's electric, you can duck it and you can launch them. And if you can't launch the character, that's when pokes come in, and they're one of the most important things in tournament play because most people don't want to take risk when they're playing somebody who's mastered punishing every single thing you can. So, you know, juggles are even harder to come by. But Kazuya doesn't have as many pokes as most characters, but one thing I do like about him is his dick jab is like so fast. I can hit down and one real quick, and I can't do that with Jin or Heihachi because their down one is actually a move. So this helps me when I got Kazuya for a quick, you know, I can stop momentum or his down four. Like if somebody's turtling, I can do these things. Just quickly, right? And then I could go into his 50-50 and open them up, right? And oh yeah, for like another example, like that's unseeable. But what makes it balanced and fair is it may be an unseeable low, but if you block it, it's negative 23. So this person will get to launch this person. You can't see it, but it's still a risk, and everybody knows that. And like this, only launches on counter hit, right? But if this blocks, this person will get a small punish, not a huge punish, a small punish. But this, you can launch. Right? If somebody does this, has the negative frames, you can launch them. High risk, high reward, low risk, low reward, and then pokes, right? But there's one. That is the basic unwritten rules of Tekken. But Akuma breaks those rules. He doesn't play by Tekken because what? His juggles will start because he's jumping in the air, right? Now, if you see this and you knock him out, what happens to air juggles in Tekken? The damage is scaled down, right? So it doesn't matter how many times you hit him, it's kind of like a low parry. The damage is scaled down. Now he can also do let's show you this so you understand by giving Kazuya Akuma's meter. Now Kazuya has his meter. Now, all he has to do is wait until he builds it up. I just got to juggle. Takes half your life. I just got to juggle. Takes half your life. I got to juggle. Takes half your life. I got to juggle. Takes half your life. I got to juggle. It takes half your life. Now, if this person low parries it, the damage is scaled down. There is no risk reward with this character. It's all reward and little to no risk. That's why you see him all the time in tournaments. And them nerfing this has nothing to do with his strength. His strength is you can non-stop poke the other person completely safe and completely risk-free until this builds up, and then you're going to get a launcher. All right? Now, this breaks the rules of Tekken. They do not need this. And, okay, now you get to see what it looks like if Kazuya has it. Oops, I just got to juggle. Oops, I got to juggle. Oops, I just got to juggle. Oops, I just got to juggle. Oops, I just got to juggle. Yeah, but Jeremy, Kazuya's a Tekken player. He's not a Street Fighter player. You're right. But remember, this is the second time Kazuya has faced this guy in a game and fought him. Because the first time Kazuya faced Akuma and fought him, he had to play by Akuma's rules in Street Fighter. Now, in this game, Kazuya, he can't sidestep. He can't low parry his stuff. He can't duck his highs and punish him. He has to play by his rules, right? But he's playing by his rules. He gets a bar. So he can do the same things as him. Kazuya came to this game and fought Akuma on his turf and played by his rules. But Akuma came to Tekken's game and is not playing by Tekken's rules. There's a risk reward. There is an unwritten design. Unspoken, unwritten design of Tekken, and he's not following that right now. He's taking all the benefits of this game and all the benefits of Tekken with none of the risk reward. So now I understand. I get what Namco did was extremely ambitious, and I can't imagine them. They're trying to figure out how to put Street Fighter character into Tekken. But you guys do it exactly like I would fucking do it. Be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just put them in there and fuck it. We'll see how it goes. That's about the only way you could do it. But the thing about it is if you ever do this again, the design is they don't need this. Okay, we got this when we came here. When they go to our game, this dude needs to play by our rules, by Tekken rules. These people don't need this. They need to be designed to play like Tekken characters. They can have their moves, and it's simple. All you have to do is follow the unwritten rules of the game. You take a Street Fighter character, you look at their moves, you be like, okay, what is a medium or high that they could do as a launcher? What will be their spin moves? What will be their pokes? Is the move slow? It'll take off more damage. If it's like that, they can punish it. The other character could get a punish. And then all you do is mix and match the moves they already have with the design of Tekken, and you get rid of this, and that's all you need. That would be all you would need to do, because we played by their rules coming into their game. Now they need to play by Tekken's rules. which will make the game. That's why Tekken's always been balanced and fair. So now we just need to make him play by Tekken's rules. And I can hear somebody be like, yeah, but Jeremy, that's a Street Fighter character. He has to have a meter. How long y'all been around the Tekken? How long y'all been around the fighting game community? When this motherfucker first came on the scene, he sure as hell didn't have a meter. Street Fighter 2 went for a long time with no meter. I see no meter. Do y'all see a meter? I don't see a meter. This dude's had a fight without a meter before. It's no big deal. But now he's in the game and he has meter. It would be completely absurd to think about redesigning him completely. But the thing about it is, this is an easy fix. Extremely easy fix. All you have to do, and the thing about it is, should Akuma be in this game? Yes, it's probably another reason that Tekken is so popular is because you're bringing in characters like Akuma and Geese Howard and stuff like that. And again, it's preference. If this was Ryu, I would have been all over it. But man, fuck this dude. Fuck him in Street Fighter and then whatever. But different strokes for different folks. But should he be in the game? Yes. But he needs to play by Tekken rules. And the thing about it is, he doesn't need this shit at all. Now, should he be in the game? Yes. Should he be strong? Yes. Every character in the game should be strong. So, the only thing that y'all have to do to make this balanced is take away his dick jab and his low poke juggles. That breaks the rules of Tekken, the unwritten rules of Tekken. You just remove that. And then it just goes to normal pokes. And then he'll still have his jumping. And see, why this makes this fair is he'll still have his jumping launchers. He'll still have his charge-up launchers. And the thing about those is, it's risk-reward. You can see that if you see him charging up, this guy comes up, hits him with a low, or throws him. If you see him jumping, you try to knock him out of the air. If you don't knock him out of the air, he has a mix-up in the air. And if he catches you, that's his reward. That's on you for not knocking him out of the air. If he charges up, you don't hit him with a low or throw him or block it, and he catches you when you're doing a medium or high, that's on him. And the thing about it is, like his, he should keep his 10 frame launcher, right? I'm not going to say shit about his 10 frame fucking jab launcher when he builds up meter, because I've been a Kazuya main since part 1. And this motherfucker has a 13 frame high launcher that you give me a Kazuya with rage, his rage drive, a wall break, and a floor break. I ain't going to say shit about his 10 frame launcher. And plus you got like Steve and King, if you hit back 1 with those guys, I ain't say, and that only launches on counter hit. His will only launch when he hits bars. Now he's just a Tekken player. And if Akuma, and the thing about it is, I'm against nerfs. This is not a nerf. This is a design flaw that needs to be taken out. Once it's taken out, he's back. He's balanced. He becomes a Tekken player. You can see his launchers, and you have to react to it. And the Akuma player, if you can't launch him, you go to your normal pokes. Should he have a dick jab? Should that dick jab change in any way, shape, or form? No. Should he have his low poke? Should it change in any way, shape, or form? No. Should he get juggles off of those 2 moves? No, because that breaks the unwritten rules of Tekken. All you have to do is remove those 2 things. And the thing about it is, you removed it with Geese. Now he plays like a Tekken player. That's all you got to do with him. And then he plays like a Tekken player. You open him up with pokes. He has his launchers. He doesn't even need this fucking thing after that. His, like, if you want to design him like this, like, his 10 frame jab, you could do a full juggle if it hit counter hit, and then his jumping kicks do regular juggles, and his charge up move, when it connects, you could do regular juggles. He doesn't even need this shit. He doesn't even need it. But even if he has it, that'll make him balance. That'll balance out the game. But yeah, that's it. It's a fucking easy fix. And if you can't deal, and here's the thing, the first time I saw Akuma, I wasn't even looking for a Akuma video. I was looking for Jin videos, and this was when the game was overseas. It was still in like Korea and stuff like that. And Jin came out, and I was hunting for Jin videos. The first Jin video I saw was against a Akuma player. And the Jin player, every time Akuma jumped, he just hit standing 4. He just hit 4. And Jin's magic 4, when it catches somebody out of the air, it tail spins them. And the dude got a juggle every time this dude tried to jump. And I was like, oh. So from day one, I've never had a problem with... I mean, it was before the game was even released here. And as soon as it was released, I remembered that and loved it. And I'm like, oh, he's jumping, bam, 4. Juggle, juggle, juggle. I mean, if y'all can't do it after that. But the thing about it is right now he has too much reward with no little risk. It's an easy fix. Just remove those 2 things, and the character will still be strong. Nothing will change with the Akuma player the way they play, because they're already playing like that without meter. They're doing pokes, and then they can launch on other things. Easy fix. All right. Now you guys, get the fuck out of my house!